Hello guys, good morning. In this lesson, I am going to show you how to do scheduling using the Navisworks. So again, as I have discussed previously, one of the selling point for companies to win projects is to show animations, and one of those features that we could use to animate our virtual project is using Navisworks. So for today, I am going to show you how to create scheduling using the Navisworks. It is commonly known as the 4D modeling. Alright, so what I want you to do is to launch your Navisworks software that you have downloaded from Autodesk. So again, I expect you that you have availed the free software from Autodesk, and you could use Navisworks 2018, 2019, or 2020. In my case, I am using Autodesk Navisworks 2020. All right, with that, let's go and let's get started. All right, so first thing, I want you to create new, and then I want you to open your file. The file that we're going to use is the same file that we use for your 5D modeling. So I'm going to use again the example 50% DD that we downloaded from Canvas. Alright, so I want you to go ahead and open that. For this one, it may take a while if it is your first time to open the project. The reason for that is trying to convert that into the art VD extension file into that NWD, which is the Navisworks extension file. So this is the project that we have been working, and I'm actually the examples that we've been using for the class. Okay, so all right, so this is the 5-story building. All right, to begin with, I want you to take a look at the browsers of the Navisworks. It's pretty much the same as any other window-based software. All right, so I want you to bring your attentions to the tools on the right, and I want you to click, says here, Timeliner. So I want you to click that. It will add a split detail at the bottom, pretty much the same as in our MS project. Alright, so this starter, once we get this detail at the bottom, it provides you 1, 2, 3, 4 different tabs. The task here tab, it allows you to enter the activities related to that particular project that we have imported to Navisworks. And then we have also the data sources. If we already created a schedule making use of some other software like MS Project or Primavera, you should be able to import that here in Navisworks and be able to use that. And the only thing you have to do now is to assign those activities to specific elements into the 3D. Now here on the add, you have several options. The Microsoft Project MPX, that is the Exchange file software that they use, created by the Microsoft in relations to any other project management softwares. And of course, we have also the project 2007 to 2013, or we have the Primavera all the way to version 8, from version 7 to version 8. Alright, and I'm going to explain several of these once we finish creating those tasks. So what I'm going to show you today is to create a schedule making use of the task options. Alright, and below this line you will notice that there are several other functions that we could use. Then we have the add task, that is allowing you to add those different tasks. You could create hierarchy as well too, indent and outent, create the group and subgroup. And we have here again the auto add task if you want to once we enter return enter on the keyboard, it automatically add another line for another task. And then the attach here, that is assigning a particular element on the billing into specific task that I'm going to show you in a bit. Alright, so to begin with, let's start creating add task. And from your handout, again, pretty much the same as the 5D modeling, I created a supplementary documents that will help you again figure out the step by step. It is a supplementary documents I call the 4D modeling instruction, just in case that you miss some of the step as we move on. So again, it is uploaded on Canvas. I encourage you to download that and be able to look at them as we go through the process. Alright, so again, I add task. I'm going to name that as wall foundation. Now on the handout that I gave uploaded, you will find that on page 7 of the document I provided an information about the lecture exercise. So again, on the wall foundation, the duration is 3 days, so I'm going to begin the durations on March 16, and it says here that we have to have 3 days to complete that, so that will end on March 18. Okay, and you will notice here we have the plan start, plan end, and one thing that I want to emphasize here is the task type. Make sure that you will assign that says construct, so that it will appear then as you simulate the project. Alright, go ahead and enter the next activity, which is the concrete foundation wall. And it says so it has another 3 days, but make sure that the wall foundation should cure first. It has a 5-day lag time, so we need to wait for 5 days. If it ends on March 18 for the wall foundation, we need to count 5 days after that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, you can start on Monday, or you could start on the 24th. So in my case, let me just start on the 24th. And it says here on the handout that it has to be completed in 3 days. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, and that ends on March 26. Again, don't forget the task type. Make sure that you're going to use the construct task type. And again, I want you to go ahead and enter the next one, which is the basement slab. So again, it has a lag time in between the concrete foundation wall and the basement slab, so another 5 days. So if the concrete foundation wall ends on March 26, we have to count the days 5 days after that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could start on April the 1st, and it says here that we need to complete the basement slab in 3 days. So if it is 1, 2, 3, we should be able to finish on April 3rd. And then again, construct. Add task, and I want you to enter the first floor structural framing. We have to wait until the basement is cured for 5 days again. So we're going, if the basement slab ends on April 3rd, we should be able to count again 1, that is the 4th, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we could begin on Thursday. Alright, and then it says here that the first floor framing will last for 2 days, so we're going to end on the 10th. Excuse me, on the 10th. And then again, make sure that you provide the task type, construct. Again, add task. And that is the first level concrete floor. And then we should be able to follow right away, because we don't need to wait for any curing period. if your first floor structural framing ends on April the 3rd, we should be able to follow that the next working days, which is on the 13th. And it says here that we need to do it in 3 days. So April the 13th, 1, 2, 3, we should be able to finish on the 15th. Alright, so let's add 3 more. Let's add the first floor structure column, and then it takes here 3 days, but we need to have 5 days lag time. The first floor concrete floor will end on April the 15th, so we need to do 5 days after that. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we could begin on the 21st. And it says here that we need to do it in 2 days, 21, April 21, and then we have April 22 construct, and then add again another task, and that is the second level structural framing. That is the joists and the beams, and then we should be able to follow the column, and this one is another 2 days. The column ends on April the 22nd, so we should be able to do the 23rd and the 24th of April. Alright, one more, and that is the second level structural column, and that is after we finish the second level structural, where it ends on, I'm sorry, this one ends on April 24, so we should be able to follow this the following Monday, which is the 27th, and it takes only 2 days for that, so choose the 28th. All right, so the next thing we're going to do now is to attach the associated elements into each of these tasks. And to do that, I want you to pay attention on the select and search at the top. So here, so I want you to click that. I want you to go ahead and click the selection tree, and it will show the project that we have on the left on this box here on the left side. So I want you to expand that by clicking the plus sign. So we're going to begin on the node level, because that's where we're going to do the wall foundation. So we are going to select this one here, the structural foundation, and the next thing you have to do, once you highlight that, make sure that you're going to click the save selection at the top. There you go. And for you to be able to assign that, I want you to go back into your timeliner under detail. Under the attach column, I want you to make the cell active, and make sure that you go here, it says attach over here. Again, I repeat, this one here, and I want you to click that downward arrow, and you will find here attach current selection. There you go. It will attach that particular element into your schedule. Next is the concrete foundation wall. So I want you to go back again into your selection tree. We are going to the basement, and we have here the wall. It says here the basic wall for the foundation. So you can just select the wall, and you will notice that it highlights the perimeter of the building. So again, make sure that you click the save selection button, and the next step, go to the attach column, make that active, and then go to your attach function here, click that, and then attach current selection, and do the same thing on the basement slab. Go back again into your selection tree. There you go, and we have here the floor and the basement. Select that, and I want you to click save selection. Go back into your attach, and then again this one here, click this, attach current selection, And then on the first floor structural framing, go back again into your selection tree here on the left. And then we are going into your level 1, and we are going to create the structural framing for this. Alright, so I want you to go ahead and save selection. Go back into your column attach, and then here says attach current selection. Well, before you move forward to the other activities, you may need to check if the sequence is correct by going into the Simulate tab here on this option, Simulate. So I want you to click that. Make sure that you are going to begin on March 16. Okay, otherwise you could click the setting and you should be able to select when is the start date. Alright, so let's take a look at the simulation. Currently, those that are about to begin should be in the color green. And then just click this play button here. Click that and watch how it constructed virtually. And there you go. And then this slab. And then of course we have the structural framing for the level 1. And then build this lab after that. Alright, so let's go back here now. We're done with the first floor structure framing. Let's do the concrete. So go back again into, again what I did, I went back into the task tab to continue, and then go back into your selection tree, and then this time we are going to do the floor, this one here. We are going to save that. I want you to go ahead and click the save selection button, and under the attach column again, make the cell active, and then on the attach we have here attach the current selection. And then I want you to go ahead into the first floor structure column. So go back again into your selection tree, and we have here your structure column here. Alright, on the first floor. So I want you to go ahead and select that, save selection, and then go here on the attach, same procedure. There you go. And again, you can watch out that if you are doing the right sequence. Alright, so I went back to the Simulate tab here, and then click the Simulate play button. And there you go, we have the framing, and then we have this slab, and then of course we have the columns. And then the next thing we have to create now is the framing on the second floor. So I want you to go back into the task. So we have here second level structural framing. Go back again into your task, highlight that, and go to your selection tree, and then I want you to go to your level 2 structural framing. Go and save selection, go back into your attach and attach current selection, and then level 2 structural column. So again, go back into your selection tree, select your column, save selection, and then make sure that you attach and attach current. If you mess up on this one here, you can always delete them. Okay, we have here delete and then replace it again, or you can move those going up and down as well too. We have the options that allows us to move this one here, this option of moving up and moving down option. Alright, so let's take a look at the sequence. So what I'm going to do here is just probably to show you a portion on how to create this scheduling. So it's very basic. This step is very straightforward. Alright, let me go ahead and play this one here to see if my sequence, again, it will show you if the sequence is wrong as you watch the video as the building is being built virtually. There you go. And then slab, and then of course the column, and then we have the framing, and then we have those column as well too. So here, what I'm going to do in most cases, especially for those structural steel, what they usually do is to construct all the framing first, and then they go back. Once they build the framing at the next level, some they put in the decking on the previous level and they move up. Others, they usually complete the entire framing for the structure, particularly for steel structures. Okay, that is different if there is a reinforced concrete, which they create a deck at every given level. All right, so again, that is the 5D scheduling, and once you completed this one here, you can export. You have here a bottom at the right to export the simulation. You should be able to save this one into your flash drive, and you should be able to add that on your presentation, and you should be able to again impress your client and showing up how you construct the facility from ground all the way to the finish. All right, so again, it's very basic. What you do is you need to load first the 3D drawing that has the .rvt extension file. Once you have that, you have to activate the timeliner again, and then once you have that, it will give you the detail additional view at the bottom of the drawing. So the first thing you have to do is to create tasks. So you have to create all of those tasks here one by one. Add the plan start and the plan end. Take note of the lag time provided. And the next thing you have to do now is to assign those individual tasks to the appropriate elements in Tribuilding. And to do that, what you do is just click on the selection tree. Here you go. And then it pop up this dialog box that allows you to select those particular items. So what you do is just highlight that particular element, and then make sure that you click this save selection button. Once you have saved that, what you do is just go into your attach and make sure that you have to make that cells active. And then we have here the tab here that says attach, and then click that, and we have here the attached current selections. So that's it. So again, that is the 4D modeling, commonly known as the scheduling using the Navisworks. Alright guys, so if you have any question, don't forget to email me. Or again, if you miss some of those steps, you can always look into your supplementary documents called 4D modeling instructions. Alright guys, till next time, I am going to show you the class detection. Alright, that's it for now.